Welcome to Math for Living, Unit 3.5, Part 2 of the notes. Last time we talked about leasing a car. Here's where we left off. The other part of the section is renting a car in case you go on a trip, something like that. When you rent a car, usually your cost is given by cost per mile. As it states, that is a fraction or a division problem. So the total cost of renting the vehicle divided by the number of miles driven. We're going to further break this down into the total cost, where total cost is given by the rental cost plus gasoline cost. So you rent a car for a certain number of days, you get a rental cost, and then the miles get added onto that, you pay for those, and then plus the gasoline that you purchase. So that rental cost can be further broken down into cost per day which is set by the company, Avis or Enterprise or Hertz or something like that, multiplied by the number of days you need it for. Three formulas that are all interconnected. Let's go right to the example. You decide to rent a car for traveling to the beach. Avis is offering a flat rate of $52 per day plus 24 cents per mile driven. If you make a 3-day trip and drive a total of 230 miles, what is the total cost to rent the car? Round your answer to the nearest cent. We're going to use some combination of these formulas above. All right, so total cost should be the number of days, which is 3, times the rate per day. So that little thing right there is the rental cost. We're going to add on 24 cents per mile times 230 miles. Let's put that all together, and you get a total cost of $211.20. Now, this doesn't include any gasoline that you purchased. You would have to add that in after you drive for a few days, and then you have to refill the tank. Usually, you have to return the vehicle with a full tank of gas, or else they will charge you extra money. They always try to get you somehow. In order to travel home from college for Thanksgiving, you decide to rent a car. Enterprise is offering you $20 per day for a midsize, plus 10 cents per mile. If you drive 224 miles total and you have the car for 4 days, how much does it cost you to rent the car? So, please consider pausing the video and trying it on your own. All right, here we go. The total cost will be 20 times 4 plus 0.1 times 224. That's going a little bit faster than the previous problem, but remember, we've got $20 per day, 4 days, 10 cents a mile, 224 miles. Order of operations, put it all together, you should have gotten $102.40. And then we have another table problem. So, complete the table below, which shows rental cost, gasoline cost, total cost, miles driven, and cost per mile. Round your answers to the nearest cent. For these problems, we're going to say that the rental cost plus the gasoline cost is the total. And then in order to get cost per mile, we're going to take total cost of the vehicle and divide by miles driven. So in number 1 there, I'm going to enter in $58 plus $12.80, which gives me $70.80. If I drive 100 miles, I am going to take $70.80 and divide by 100, and that gives me 0.708, but let's round it to the nearest cent and make it 0.71. In number 2, now we have to go the opposite. So we have to go the opposite and subtract 20 to work backwards, and we'll get $130 for the rental cost. And then the total cost should be $150 divided by 320 miles driven. Cost per mile is going to be 0.40625. But again, I want to round that to the nearest cent, so let's make it 0.41. Alright, now, again, consider pausing the video and trying the last two. See if you can come up with the answers. Alright, number 3. You have to work from the miles driven and the cost per mile. So if we multiply those, that's going to give me $135 for the total cost. And then let's subtract 35 to get 100. And then lastly, let's add 48 and 274 to get 322. And then divide that by 0.8 to get 402.5 miles. That is all. Please comment on this video in order to earn credit, and then have a nice day.